Cars at 100, and on today's review I have Nissan Murano. We're gonna look at this car from the outside, go inside, and we're gonna see what this car has to offer in terms of the options and standard equipment on the window sticker. So stay tuned, and let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. So this is in front of you, Nissan Murano, and as you can see, it has been redesigned. This is brand new LED lights, quite sexy on this car, looks nice, and overall proportions are really good. This car competes with the likes of Lexus RX, and it's a little bit smaller than that car, but overall you have the very nice design in terms of the double exhaust in the back, LEDs in terms of the lights for the rear lights as well. But as you can see, this design is quite unique for this segment, and Lexus, there's a reason why I mentioned Lexus, because Lexus has such a radical design just like this Murano, and overall you have a very good looking and sharp rims wrapped in a Michelin tire, 235/65 R18 tires on this particular vehicle, and you have sensors up front, very interesting V-shape for the design of the grille. And to see these lights up close, you have very good design. These are LED lights. Overall kind of more efficient take on the light system, and overall you have 360 camera located, which I'm gonna show you when we're gonna be inside. Let's check this car on the inside. So to enter this Nissan Murano, we have the key fob by Nissan, which compared to the Infinity key fob that I recently reviewed for the QX60, this hasn't been changed. And you have an automatic remote start for this car, lock, unlock, and panic button. And key has a nice design, but it's time for redesign already. It has been on the market for more than 5, even 8 years. So you can just keep this key fob in your pocket. You can lock the car by this button, and you can unlock it by the same button. There is no sensor behind door opener handle. And as you can see, stitching, soft touch material, soft touch, interesting design for this kind of a aluminum type of feel, soft touch, interesting 3D design here. Automatic up and down only for the front windows for this car, regular up and down for the rear windows. Buttons feel good. Storage here, not a big storage, I would say. Speaker housings, only one speaker housing on the bottom. As you can see here, Murano door seals. And speaking of this entrance, quite roomy entrance, comparable to the bigger SUVs, I would say, and very comfortable to get in and out. In terms of the seating, you have a cloth seats in this particular car. You can also get leather seats in this car, opting for SL version of this car. Automatic seat controls, nice floor mats with Murano logo, and quite interesting and unique interior. Let's check it out in more detail. So as we jump inside, this is very unique way to do the design, and I think Nissan has nailed it in terms of how different this car looks from the other automakers on the market. Everybody in this segment trying to outdo themselves in terms of the SUV look and outlook, and overall this really feels different. You have this trim that goes around the dash, and it looks interesting, and it looks cool, and it looks different. That's the most important thing. And if we start the car, as you can see here, yeah, so this cockpit view for the tach and speedo and middle display has been redesigned, and you have also here a redesigned infotainment. So this has been slow and this has not been as user-friendly as before, but now things have changed. This is much more friendlier compared to the outgoing and previous versions of this infotainment. You have options for the Bose sound system that this car comes with. So you have a Bose sound system in this car, and if you are really into the sound system, you should opt for this feature. In terms of the steering wheel, interesting design. You have 10 and 2 still in this car. You have options for the media controls here on the left. In terms of also controlling that middle display there, so you have different options that you can see in the middle display. Very, very user-friendly and very easy to navigate. You have cruise control options here. Also, you have adaptive cruise control in this car, which is kind of a nice feature, I would say. You also have options here for the storage. And speaking of this middle stack here, you have a CVT transmission in this car, and you have a rear view camera. As you can see here, you can go into the rear view camera, and you have a 360-degree camera by that camera which I showed you under the mirrors, the side mirrors. So when you park the car, it is very, very friendly in terms of the parking it, and you know, if you drive a lot and you want to see surroundings, this is really good. Overall, you have options here to shift the gears yourself, but you don't have a pedal shifter, so this is one feature that is missing here. Overall, you have options here for storage here, I guess for the phone, different size of the phone. You have 2 options for the cup holders. You have a heated seats with 2 options, low and high. You also have a climate control options, of course, a nice display here in the middle, and kind of shows you exactly what you need. At the same time, you would say and you would think that this is all you need and all you have, but overall it is something that's exactly engineered well for exactly for what you're gonna need in terms of the inputs. So there's nothing extra in terms of the buttons, so that's really good, and that's a point from me. You also have a CD changer, I mean CD in option for 1 CD only. You have options here for the glove box as well, and some storage options overall. In terms of the middle storage here under your armrest, you have a pretty deep storage here, I would say 2 of my palms, so that's pretty deep. You also have a 12-volt power outlet, and you have a little light here that shines everything that you have inside. And you have 2 options here, 2 storage options here on top of the big storage as well. In terms of the you know, different sizes, you have this material here that is in the doors as well and the cockpit. Overall looks nice, looks different, and I really appreciate this design, really cool. Overall, I would say it's a really nice and refreshing way to deliver the car that is already has been very popular on the market as well. Also wanted to show you the panoramic sunroof in this car, which is really nice, quite big, as you can see, goes almost all the way until the end. So if we open this all the way, right, we will have a very nice and roomy feel. You just close it like this. There's one touch close. I also have a window sticker here for you to check out and for you to see what exactly this car comes with in terms of the standard and optional equipment. You can pause the video at any second to see them. And $41,120 is the total price for this car in this review. 23 miles per gallon combined, with 20 in the city and 28 on the highway. And final assembly point is Canton. Let's check out the back seats. So to enter back seats, you don't have a keyless entry here. You just unlock the car, and you will enter. Same cloth seats in the back as well. If we jump inside, you can see that the seat is almost all the way back, and I still have leg room here. And in terms of the headroom, I would say it's fine because I'm 6 feet tall. And overall, you have options here for the 2 USBs as well, Type-C and regular USB, just to charge your devices. 2 vents here as well, and some storage. Some pockets, of course, behind the front seats. And you have this middle section here where you can put 2 bottles or cups, and you have storage here as well. Let's check out the trunk space. So to open the trunk, you just click the button that is near the rear view camera, and overall you can drop down these seats by these levers on each side, and you're gonna have more storage. Also, you have options for the spare tire under the floor mat, under the floor of the trunk, and it's quite roomy trunk for this not so big SUV. Let's check out what's under the hood. You enjoyed today's review of this Nissan Murano. If you have any questions about this car, please leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Stay loving cars.